Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today I am here to bring you a Tip Tuesday video. We are going swimming today and I am going to show you how you can wear wigs in a swimming pool. I never thought I would see the day that I would be getting on here in a swimsuit to show anything, and this is a little nerve-wracking for me, but we've got a pool now. I feel really blessed to be able to have an opportunity to show you guys how to do this. I personally feel as though my hair loss journey robbed me of joyful time in a swimming pool and at a beach for many, many years, and I am certain that some of you watching right now are experiencing the same thing. It's hard to describe to people who have not lost their hair how much it actually robs from us and how it impacts our self-confidence and our sense of self and our comfort with many life events that a lot of people take for granted. And I would say going to the beach or hanging out at a swimming pool is one of those that hair loss and the wig journey sort of impacts negatively. And I'd like to try to help you, if I can, feel more confident in a situation where you've been invited to go to a beach or go swimming so that you can do that with joy. So let's talk about this before I actually get into the water here and show you how it works. First of all, I have Wyatt by Rene of Paris on. I just recently reviewed Wyatt, and Wyatt is fantastic. As a matter of fact, this is a refilm of this video. I just actually did the whole video about 45 minutes ago, and when I went to take Wyatt off, I realized that an assumption I made was incorrect. And so I'm going to explain that to you, but I felt like I needed to say that because this is what Wyatt looks like after already having been submerged twice underwater. And she is pretty dry at this point. It's been only about 45 minutes and she's, the cap might feel just a little damp, but all of the fiber is dry and she looks fantastic. She looks just like she did before I got in the water. And that is the beauty of synthetic wigs, is they hold their style and they dry perfectly, and Wyatt has done that. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that because I want you to see how great Wyatt dried. And I did nothing. I have not combed Wyatt since then. I mean, I've done this a little bit, but I haven't combed her. I didn't do anything. I didn't even towel dry her. I just let her air dry and she really dried great. So have confidence if you do wear a wig in a pool, it's going to look great when you come out of the pool. But let me tell you why I felt the need to refilm this video. So I had made an assumption that and I left it up on the table there. I'm gonna pause this for a second and grab the tape so I can show it to you as an example. Okay, so I made an assumption that this Walker lace front tape that I have would work just fine on a basic cap wig, because I have used it before on a basic cap wig and it seemed to work fine. But I didn't use it in a pool. I just used it to be extra secure in the summer when I was getting really hot and sweaty. The tape worked fairly well in the beginning, but then after I'd had it on for a little while, so a few minutes before I came to decided I needed to refilm this, I went to go take it off and I realized that the tape had actually released. All three pieces that I had used really weren't sticking very well anymore to my head. They were slightly stuck on my hair, but they were not really sticking to my skin anymore. And that I didn't feel I could then represent that this is a good solution for wearing in a pool. Now, that said, if the wig that you're going to use is a lace front wig, then this will work great because I know that works. I've tried that before with a lace front wig and that adheres really, really well. But with the basic cap, it just creates a different type of bond and it doesn't work quite as well, I think, with the water and getting in and out of the water. They do make another version of this. It has a red backing, so this is the blue backing. That's just the backing. The tape is actually clear. They have one with a red backing, and that's made for non-lace front wigs and basic cap wigs. So I think that that may be a better solution, but I can't say for sure because I haven't used it. So if I ever do get some and get experience with it, then I can share those results. But for now, I am going to talk about how to go in a pool with a wig on using a wig grip. So right now I have on just a basic wig grip. I don't typically wear wig grips with my wigs, except for my headband wigs, but I decided to try it with a wig grip because I do know that they add a measure of security. So I have a wig grip on, and I have Wyatt on over the wig grip. And so what the purpose of that is it's going to give me a extra security, so when I come up out of the water, the wig won't come off of my head with that motion. So I'm going to show you how that works, and I'm going to give you some tips on what you can do when you come out of the water, because one of the things that you'll notice is that Wyatt is going to be all wet, and it's going to kind of come up like this. So you're going to be able to see that because I don't have a lace front on this wig. So what I do right as I come out of the water and before I kind of go too far is I just do this real quick. And most people are doing something when they come out from underwater, whether they're pushing their hair back or they're wiping the water out of their eyes or whatever they're doing. So that's not going to be odd, but I'm going to take it and I'm going to do this because I want to bring those fibers forward and down again so that they're not up like this. I am going to do this with Wyatt. I'm also going to do this with my trusty 3/4 headband wig because I want to show you two different options. My personal opinion, this is probably a better option for me for a long day at the pool or at the beach where, you know, we're in and out of the water and we're maybe eating and, you know, we're playing lawn games and things like that. I would probably feel more comfortable in a headband wig. But Wyatt actually looks really awesome once she dries and everything, as you can see. This is testimony to that. And so, you know, if I wanted to look really good and I kind of wanted to look a little bit more polished or something, even with swimming in the pool, a wig like Wyatt would work. Now, if you wanted to use a long wig, I highly recommend that you put it in an updo. I really don't know that you want to be dealing with long, like down to the shoulders fibers when you're swimming. You sure could try it. I think any wig could be used, but I think sort of a shorter or a mid-length wig where the fibers are just a little bit more manageable, they won't get as tangly as a long wig, is a better solution. So let me get in the water for you guys and show you. This is the part where I have to step away from the camera a little bit, or I can show you guys what happens when I go underwater with Wyatt and I come up. Okay, so here we go. Make sure I'm still in the frame. All right. So see how right away I just took it and I started to pull it forward. So, you know, she's gonna be mashed to my head just a little bit at first. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shake her out a little bit and I'm just gonna kind of fluff her and then I'm done. So that is what Wyatt looks like. You know, make sure she's pulled down in the back. That's what Wyatt looks like when I come up out of the water. I did not feel like she was going to pull off my head at all. I didn't feel at any point that I was losing any of this. It was all on very securely, and she actually looks pretty good. I mean, you know, nobody's hair looks great when you come up out of the water. Now, the thing that might seem odd is a lot of times when people's bio hair, it's really plastered down and it's super wet, whereas this starts to dry a little bit quicker and starts to fluff back up a little bit more quickly than bio hair does, which is why I say if you are nervous about people knowing that you have a wig or thinking something's off, if you wear a wig with a headband in an updo like my headband wig, which I will show you, then you don't have to worry about that because you don't have to mess with any of those things. So let me show you one more time what happens. This time I'm not going to fluff her. I'm just going to come up to the camera and show you what she looks like before I start messing with her. But as you can see right now, she looks really good for having just come from under the water. So here we go. All right, I'm not going to touch it. I'm just going to come straight to the camera. So this is what Wyatt looks like when I don't even touch it. So I feel the need, actually she's really secure, so I just have a need to bring these fibers forward a little bit. You know, I can kind of shake off some of the water, trying to avoid splashing my camera here, and just bring the fibers forward. I just think it's great. And this pool water is not going to harm Wyatt. You know, if I was going to swim a lot, I might want to designate a wig that's maybe an older wig. Wyatt is really brand new, but I wanted to use Wyatt because I wanted to show you that I have confidence this isn't going to harm Wyatt. I love Wyatt, and I've only had her for like 2-3 weeks, so I'm certainly not looking to ruin a wig I love. I am confident this is not going to ruin Wyatt. Over time, you know, can the chlorine and the chemicals impact the fibers? Probably, just like they would, you know, swimsuits fade from chlorine and things like that. So it's possible, but I will just say that, you know, a few times or once or twice, I'm not even worried about that at all. So that is with a wig. So now let me put on my headband wig and show you how that works. And I'm actually just going to do a real quick change here. So I'm just going to take Wyatt off. And you saw at the beginning what she looked like. That I had already filmed essentially what I just showed you. I've already filmed with Wyatt, and now at this point an hour ago. And that's how she dried, what she looked like in the beginning of this video. She looked so good. All right, so this is my 3/4 wig. So I have a video with this wig, this 3/4 wig. I have a headband video. It's a Tip Tuesday, and I show you this wig, exact wig that I have on my head. So if you want to know more about that, you can go to my Tip Tuesday. So this is a 3/4 wig. It's not a full wig. You could use a regular headband wig. You could use a regular wig. I just really love this wig for wearing with headbands, for, you know, doing things where I'm getting really hot and sweaty, or, you know, cleaning the house, yard work. And I think this is just the perfect wig. I always keep this wig in its updo. So I just take her off and I keep her just like this. Every now and then I may have to take that down, comb her out, and readjust this. But like, I can go, you know, a few months of not having to do anything. I really don't even really wash this one that much because I always wear her like this. But if you take your wig, you put it on, and then just put your headband on. Just a cloth headband. Hopefully I was in the frame there and didn't wander. Just a cloth headband, get her situated, and now you're all set for a day at the pool. Now, the beautiful thing about this is I don't have to worry about what I was doing with Wyatt, pulling her forward, shaking her out, any of those things. That's not going to be necessary. So let's demonstrate. I'm really hoping that my waterproof mascara is holding up here. All right, so am I in? All right. That's it. So, you know, you can certainly squeeze out a little bit of water if you want to kind of make sure, but I don't have to worry about any of those other things. So I could do a lot more swimming with a headband wig like this, play volleyball, swim, you know, whatever I want to do. And it's just going to be fine, and it's going to stay put all day. I don't need to adhere this. The Wig Grip works perfect for this wig. It never moves. I can wear it all day. I could go to, you know, an amusement park with it. If I wanted extra security, maybe I would use some kind of an adhesive that would really have it secured onto my head. I really haven't felt the need to do that though. So I think this is just a great option. So I've given you 2 examples of what you can do at a pool. And so now at this point, I think you just have to experiment and see maybe what works out best for you and what are you most comfortable with. Again, my preference is this wig because I don't have to think about it. But I love how Wyatt looks, and I love how Wyatt dried. So there might be an occasion where I would choose to wear Wyatt because she's awfully cute. And this is a lot more casual. All right, guys, I hope that this helped you. Let me know if you have any questions. If there's something else that you wanted to see in this particular video that I didn't show you, let me know, and I can always make another. I'll talk to you soon.